join the Orange Army from a standpoint that if you're going to, regardless if you're going to bow hunt or not during this time, you have to wear orange. So we've got our orange on today, but we've got our white, and our main objective is to try to fill our shotgun tag with a bow today. But if for some reason we do have a mature deer, I also have the muzzleloader, so I am not afraid to break the muzzleloader out and put a hurting on one. But my main goal is to use the bow and fill my tag, my shotgun tag, with my bow. So it's extremely cloudy. We got a front pushing in. We got some rain coming in tonight. I actually blew 4 does off the field when I came in. Hopefully that didn't mess me up too bad. We still got several mature bucks on camera cruising around looking. So we figured, as warm as it is, Ellen being here on this big and beastie this afternoon feeding before that rain comes. We'll keep you guys updated as our evening progresses, but feel pretty good about seeing some deer, that's for sure. Thank you, Lord. It's 3:34, and we just smoked that big 8-point. Oh my goodness. So man, I was sitting here. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. So I was sitting here, and I was, we usually use this time, get here at 2:30, blew the deer out. I thought, well, I'd be lucky to see something. I mean, I knew the deer would move, but as far as seeing something here, I was kind of optimistic. But anyway, make a long story short, about 15 minutes after we got set in here, I had a half-grown doe go across, and she was real skittish, and I thought, well, maybe she's skittish, because I blew those other deer out, and she was somewhere close by or whatever, and seen it all go down, so she just kind of worked her way across this finger down into this bottom. And so I didn't think nothing else about it. I got my phone. I like to utilize this time to do my devotion. So my devotion today was on about being thankful. Even when you feel like you don't have anything to be thankful for, just be thankful. And so, I'm sitting here, and I am. I'm extremely thankful and grateful for every opportunity that I get from my family. Yeah, I was down in the dumps about not putting a tag on deer at this point. This has been a rough last 2 years as far as me putting tags on bucks. Has been tough. It's probably up to this point, had been my worst year and a half of hunting, from New Zealand to Illinois to Mississippi. I mean, it's been brutal. But anyway, to make a long story short, about 15 minutes after that half-grown doe went across there, I had 4 does blow out. And I had just wrapped up my devotion. I set my phone down. I got the camera, got it turned on them, and I knew, you just know, as a deer hunter, you've been doing it long enough, you know when a buck's on some does, and sure enough, he come blowing out. And the crazy thing about it was, I believe they were down there the whole time when I come walking in to get in this stand today, and they was down there when I blew those other deer out, because as soon as he got out in his finger, he immediately stopped and looked up here. as you'll see in the footage, and went full alert mode on this redneck blind, and I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to sit in here and wait to try to get a shot with my Hoyt, so I picked up the muzzle loader and dialed the Bushnell in on him, pulled the trigger and dropped him. So glad you guys could be with me on this hunt, and I'm fixing to pack everything up, get everything together, and we're gonna go down here and do this recovery. But man, I am stoked. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. So things are getting crazy now. So my #1 hit list buck, who was a big 10-pointer that I originally came in here after, has just stepped out over here about 200 yards on a doe, just tending a doe, following her around after I done shot this big 8. But man, this is insane. 61 degrees, but it just shows you the power of a front. So I'm wanting to go do a recovery while I got good daylight, but unfortunately I ain't gonna be able to, because this deer's in the wide open big and beastie field tending her. So I'm just gonna have to hang in here, and I guess we'll have to do a recovery tonight. Come in here with a truck and get him and just do a recovery that way. Give these deer time to do what they gonna do and get out of here. But so it's just been wild, man. It's been a wild afternoon. All right, so we're about to go recover the deer. Gave everybody time to get out of the woods and come back up here to where we could get a good signal and call our tags in. So we got our tags called in, and now we're fixing to run out here, put our tags on, and then take it over to a good friend of ours' house, one of our neighboring farmers, and try to do a little recovery and fellowship for a little while, and just kind of hang out and talk about the hunt. So we're headed that way now to tag the deer, load him up, and head over to a good buddy's house. Right there, so I'm doing all my interviews and all that stuff, and I just happened to look to my left, and I seen them antlers sticking up. I was like, you gotta be. I didn't even have to get the binoculars. I knew exactly what deer it was. So I looked, sure enough, he's standing over a doe, just tending her. She'd walk a little ways. All right, well, we finally got some daylight and was able to get out here and get set up so we could do this final recovery interview. We had an awesome hunt yesterday, and again, just it all happened so quickly. I mean, we got in the stand basically at 2:30, and at 3:30 we killed this guy chasing does. It was quick, but it was eventful. We got a lot of history with this deer. Like I said earlier, we've got pictures of him dating back to 2016, and he really didn't get much bigger. He got a little thicker, and maybe developed a little bit of a split here on this G2, and then added one little small point over here on this G4. But other than that, he's pretty much been the same size since he was a 2 or 3 year old. So we decided to go ahead and take him out. I'm glad we did. It was, like I said, it was a great hunt. Outside of being self-filmed, everything pretty much came together like it needed to. So super excited to finally put a tag on one here in Illinois. We still have our bow tag that we can hunt the rest of the year with. So we still gonna give it another shot or two up here late season to see if we can put in that last tag on a buck. But right now we're gonna get this thing loaded up, get him caped out, quartered up, and head back south. We've got a lot to do between now and Thanksgiving at the office. So once we get that done, we'll look at our schedule and see if we can't get back up here in the near future. But again, we appreciate you guys tuning in to Midwest Whitetail. We look forward to seeing you right back here next week on the next episode.